Apologies for yesterday apologies for not having a video yesterday. For you see, I was out with the rest of the All Saints. We were having a meeting on like certain things that I can't really delve into because, well, they're prototypes, but I want to keep it a secret for like the future. So apologies, but yeah, that's just so you know, there's more stuff coming. So anyway, so hopefully today makes up for it, I guess. But yeah, as I said, we were rocking GT Sports again, and last time we were actually yesterday we got ourselves a new car. I was playing a bit whilst I came home. We had the Hyundai Genesis Track as our new car. So I wanted to test it today, and what better way to test it than heading round to one of the longest and most difficult tracks in all of the world, aka the Nürburgring. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be taking this car around the Nürburgring, and hopefully we get some good lap times out of it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to see more Gran Turismo Sport in the future, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. So anyway, before we delve in, let's take a look at what we're running with, like, so we can actually get to know our car a bit. And let's see. Well, we've got about 287 brake horsepower, 33.9 foot-pound of torque. Not that much. Front-wheel drive. Yeah, nice. But we are light. We're gonna be. See, for traction control, we'll leave it on free. So you know what? Without further ado, let's get into it. So this is the first time me actually driving this car because, as I said, I only got it yesterday. It is front-wheel drive, so would I like it to be? Would I prefer it? Not really. Not really my cup of tea. But then again, here at the All Saints Network, we test like all types of cars. So we had to test this. So I had to test this to give feedback since I'm the only one with GT Sport. And well, honestly, I gotta say, it doesn't look particularly too bad, honestly. I mean, considering that it is a Hyundai Genesis, which most car people would know that the older generation of Hyundai Genesis wasn't really the best when it comes to looks. So yeah, there is that. There's also the fact that old Hyundais weren't really known for their reliability, or speed, or power, or panache, or anything track really, and yet we have a track version of a Genesis. That's like having a track version of a Corsa. Oh wait, they have the Corsa VXR Nürburgring edition. That was stupid. But the question is this stupid? Well, honestly, apart from it having front wheel drive, no, not really. It actually handles quite well. Then again, with that being said, I have the traction control on. Let's turn it off, see how good or bad it is. So braking, okay. The turn in for this corner, see how no traction control handles. Okay, this is startling. The fact that I'm not in a field somewhere, or not in one of these bollards right now, metal barriers, is actually quite surprising considering the fact that this is front wheel drive and I have no traction control. It gets a little bit of slide, as you've just seen there, but it doesn't slip up too much, which is why I like it. It gives me an indication that the car is actually still alive. Whoa, a little bit of twitch there, but that's just to keep me on my toes. I like it. I liked it a lot. It may not be powerful, but it is light, so that means it is actually quite it does have the deficit, which means if you gotta lose power, you gotta make a car light. I mean, that's why most people like to have small engine cars, because they're light. They may have a small, tiny, like 1.2 2-liter engine, which is what this has. No, this actually has a 1.4 liter. You may have a small 1.4 liter engine, but if you make the car light, you can make it really quick. Also, good thing about having less horsepower, it means like that, unlike Bugatti Veyrons and your Koenigsegg Ageras and Koenigsegg 121s, you can use all of the power all of the time, and that's good that is a good thing, to use all the power all the time, because that's the whole purpose of driving around and track, to test the limits of a car by using all of the power in every single situation, which is what this is able to do. The things I don't like about this car are, well, the interior. As you can see right now, it's not really the best looking in terms of... It's not the best looking, apart from the dials. The dials are not that bad looking. So there is that, but everything else about this car just feels... Actually, looks and feels quite plasticky, which is, well, they want to save weight, but it's not really the best idea. Should have put like carbon fiber or something in this. Then again, carbon fiber for Hyundai is a bit expensive in their cars, so they'll have to do without. This is a family car, so you've got an additional 2 seats in the back, which means your children can come along, and actually that means you can bring your children and you can bring your wife and children to a place like this and play a game I like to call Who Can Empty Their Lunch the Fastest. And if you're the driver, you will absolutely, well, win, because, well, you'll actually lose, because you won't even have the need to throw up at all. Okay, go back. Let's hope I actually don't do that in the big race itself. The only problem that I have, actually, and besides, what do you guys think? If any of you guys have the GT Sport beta, what do you guys think of the beta? Or if you've watched my previous videos, what is actually your thoughts and opinions on the GT Sport? Do you think it's going to be the next? Actually, you think it's going to be as big as the other ones? Do you think it's going to be? It's just not going to be. It's good. You think it's going to just pale in comparison to Forza? Or do you think it's just going to be like old news? Besides, I'm curious. What do you think? Personally, for me, I think that this game is good. Then again, it's again, I must stress, this isn't really representative of the final product. It is just a small taster, though. But what a taster it is! The cars are all different, which is good, because you don't want all the cars to feel exactly the same. They all feel different from one another. They all perform differently, which is really good. The sounds have improved quite a lot from Gran Turismo 6, which you can all agree, which every single Gran Turismo fan can agree, was just quite... It pales in comparison, so yeah, there's that. The only problem I have is with the community. Now, I hope this gets changed for the full game, but every single person that group that I seem to be paired up with always seems to be a bunch of dirty cheats. By that I mean they either actually try and take you out, or they try and abuse the ghosting system, which is another bad thing. And I hope to God that if they want to run an esports out of this thing, which is what Gran Turismo and Sony are planning on doing, then they're going to have the feature to turn that off. But apart from that, I'm enjoying the beta. It's actually quite good. Actually, overall, I've pre-ordered my game. I've pre-ordered the collector's edition of this game, so I'm absolutely hyped for this game. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to do our first race at the Nürburgring Nordschiff, or Nordschiff, whatever you want to pronounce it. Hopefully we are being laid out against some... Actually, hopefully we're a bit high up on the grid. Just as I said that, though. See, we got a couple of TTs, Megans. You got a bit of everything here. But I'm starting this race at 13th. At 13th, with a total of about 19 people. Yeah, I want... The one car I want for this class, more than anything, is the Mitsubishi Evo. Now, for some reason, everybody gets that car at the start. And yeah, not me. I got the Subaru WRX STI. I got the red STI. I got the red WRX STI as my first car. And as always, actually, before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, I am, if you want to know what I'm running, I am in all my GT Sport videos, I am running a Logitech G20 steering rig with the optional shifters, which served me quite well. And I'm actually having no steering assist whatsoever, no braking assist, and just now I have turned the traction control off, which means I am the one that's in control of the car, not the other way around. Besides, also I've got manual transmission, which means I can change it whenever I want to, because that way I can just feel the car and sense it all out. But the only problem I I'm actually thinking as well, the only problem I seem to have around the Nürburgring is whenever I'm trying to overtake people. Because this track's so small and condensed, it's going to be hard to make up places unless I'm at a main straight, because the main straights for whatever reason seem to be bigger than anywhere else on the track. Because look at that, you can even see some of the time. Actually, you have a small track, a small tarmac track, and the whole grid don't even start at the same place. Like, for example, I will be starting like at the final turn, which is not really good. See how the starting grid just like slightly like bends over, actually curves to the right. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start our race, so hopefully we get somewhere. Anyway, we are off. Okay, a couple of people have gone into ghost mode a bit early, including Mr. Subi behind me. Okay, okay, I've got one lap. Hopefully I don't cock up like that. Okay, I've got a couple of Evos up the trumpet, and the fellow Subi. No, that's not even a Subi, that's a fellow Genesis. Good thing I kept the traction control on. See what I mean by people trying to exploit the ghosting mechanic? Okay, we've got a Hyundai slowing up another... Actually, we got a Hyundai slowing up a Subaru here. Let's hope that he slows him down just enough that I can actually get by and maybe overtake him. Being the Subaru, Mr. Le Baron Rouge 38. And hopefully afterwards, maybe if I'm lucky, overtake the German, Mr. GT Soccer. Oh, for God's sake! Okay, I need it. Whoa! 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 That was not clean. That was dirty. What the hell? See what I mean with the community? See what I mean with the community? I mean, my God. These people are obsessed to win, so they'll do anything in their power to stop people from winning. Why can I get that in the practice and not the actual lap? See, there you go. That's what you get. There we go. I'm in 14th. I'm thinking I'm not gonna get anywhere, but hopefully I get a new car. And if we're back at the ring, we'll actually swap that out, and we'll swap this fella out because it's about time I did. Ooh, TT's gone way too fast through that corner. And Mr. Subi here is driving way too slowly. That means the Mick, who's I was gonna say he could overtake, but he's since crashed. So, well, gone off the track, so there's nothing really for me to worry about. So I need to get Mr. Le Baron Rouge. Okay, yeah, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. This is... Yes! See, this is how you overtake. You overtake nice. You overtake cleanly. And... Well, don't crash into anyone. I'm talking to you, Mr. The Mick. I think that's what his name was. Yeah, the Mick. No. Got off a bit. Luckily I'm back on. Okay, try and keep calm, keep cool. Keep the track. Yes, handle that nicely. Bit wide on the exit, but not too bad nonetheless. You see, look at that. 3 wide. That is a bit... This track is too narrow. And I don't think there is no way I can catch up to 12th place. All I can hope for is either an accident or to at least keep driving the way I'm driving. That way I can actually like stay in 13th, which I think that's where I began. I think I began at 13th or 14th. Let me know, guys. Let me know what place did I start this race off in. See, okay, that was a bit of a drift. Whoa! Everybody behind me just sort of went off in that corner. I'm the only one who took that nicely. So yay me. Nice. Anyway, from that, you see from that section, I'm 2.9 seconds faster than the people behind me, but 7.2 seconds slower than Mr. GT Zocker 09, who is way in front. As I've said, hoping for an accident. Well, I hope not, but anything better for me, I guess. Okay, whoa, Mux 87 I think was he drifting? If he could just drift it around that corner. This is a front wheel drive car that performs a little bit like a rear wheel drive car. I'm liking this Hyundai. I like it a lot. But wait a minute, I think if I take this carousel right... Carousel, very nice, very nicely took. Now to actually put my foot hard on the accelerator and just go forth. Nice, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Braking hard for in here. Into third. Change back down to third. Stay in third for this little bit. A lot of these corners you have to take in third gear. I'm sort of realizing there now. I think it seems... okay, according to my map, it seems like I'm catching Mr. Eddie Vedder 81, who is actually now in 12th. What happened to the other guy? I think he must have overtaken him somewhere down the line. Or he probably in 10th. Since I can't see who's in 10th place. Uh-oh. Yep, I've got the German behind me. Wait, I see someone in the distance. I see Mr. Vetter. Come on, Hyundai, let's open the tops a bit. Try and close the gap. Try and close the gap. Let's see if we can actually overtake Mr. Eddie Vedder 81. And if we can, let's make the place stick. Come on. I see them. I see 12th, 11th, and 10th place right in front of me. Whoa. A little bit hard. Just smack into a wall. I think I nearly took out my bloody headlights. Yep. Mr. Vetter is here, but I think we are coming onto the final straight. Then again, I'm in a Hyundai, so that means I shouldn't be expecting to catch up with anyone here. Although I could be I think, ladies and gentlemen, I could be wrong, because that right there is Mr. 12th place, Mr. Eddie Vedder 81. He's only 2.9 seconds behind me, actually in front of me. Then again, Mr. Mux is 1.9, so he is catching up quite a bit as well. 6th gear, 144 miles an hour now. Hopefully I can actually get some leeway. Let's see if I can actually get him on the... Let's see if I can get him on the braking. Because some people usually come in way too fast for this corner. Actually, for this section. No, I think he's pretty much nailed that perfectly. And unfortunately, I am not going to be able to finish this race. But I do end up in 13th place. So only 9 people actually finished that race. Only 9 people finished that race. And, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have ourselves a brand spanking new car for today. So hopefully it actually ends up being a good one. And congratulations to Mr. Miltos95 and his Audi TT S Coupe. Deserved the bike. Congratulations, and I hope you actually use that win as an opportunity to expand and grow. So anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's go out to the Nürburgring and see what we have been gifted with. Ooh, we have a 4C, ladies and gentlemen. Alfa Romeo 4C GR4. We have a GR4 rated car. So that should be interesting. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this round, get a qualifying lap time for Brands Hatch Indy circuit, and see where we see if we can actually improve upon the time. If not, then at least this gives us an opportunity to actually test this car for the foreseeable future. So, what do you guys think of an Alfa Romeo 4Cs? Because personally, I like them. I like the styling that they have. Oh, anyway, let's see what we are running. We are running 301 brake horsepower, 37 foot-pounds of 370 foot-pounds of torque, and weighing in at 1,020 kilograms. So, you know what? Let's stop dilly-dallying and let's go. This car is light. and small engines, so should mean some very, very quick times. Gotta say, immediately I am liking this car. It's a 4C, yes, but it's light as hell, so that means you can actually stick it into the bends wherever you want and just absolutely fly. It's racetrackified, so it takes corners like a champ. It takes corners like a champ. It brakes really well. It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. It drives really well. And, well... Actually, no. Do you want to know how light it is? There is no rear window behind me. That's right. So if I want to look behind me, all I have to do is look at that display, LED display down there. Well, not LED display, the small tablet-like screen down there. That is my only means of actually my track awareness from behind me if I was in first place, or just like in the middle of the pack. In front of me is obvious. I can actually just see at my front windscreen.
When is the beta over?
This car is really good. Yep, I'm liking this car. I'm liking the feel of it. It's easy to access. It's easy to manage. Then again, same thing with the Hyundai. It's light as well, but this is faster. It feels faster because it's much lighter than the Hyundai. And about like 302 brake horsepower. It's really powerful as well, which I have to say, for a car like this, is very impressive indeedio. Did I really just say indeedio? That is not going to be a catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen. That is just a one-off thing. I'm not making yes indeedio my catchphrase. Not that I should have a catchphrase in the first place. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this Alfa Romeo 4C? Do you think it's a good car? Do you think there's some bits to improve upon? I mean, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this Alfa, and if you had to change anything about it, what would you change? Because honestly, for me, there's nothing really I would change about it. Nothing really I could change about it. It's perfect weight distribution, perfect drivetrain. Then again, I am aware as well that I am driving this with the traction control on. So what we're gonna do, so we're gonna turn it off. See how things go from there. Alright, braking hard for this corner. Oh, oh, oh! Whoa! This thing can drift. See, brake a bit, turn in. Whoa, a little bit of lift-off oversteer there, but not entirely too, like, it's not too much, so it is handy. I can handle it. See, perfectly manageable. You can get this thing to kick its arse out, but is it impossible to manage once you do so? Well, if anything, it actually encourages you to stick its arse out once the traction control is off. But as well, this is a track car. This is a track car, which means of course you can get it to like get a quick enough lap time. See my third lap, for example. Then again, that's with the traction control. And can I get faster with the traction control off? You know what? Let's find out. Okay, that sector wasn't particularly too fast. Stick as close to the racing line as possible. Let's see, and a little bit slower. Let's see if I can actually improve with this lap. Okay, much faster intake to there. Into second gear. Holding it very nicely. Except right there. Okay. A little bit out of control in this. Well, a little bit of lift off oversteer coming in from that corner. So not really nice. But then again, not really bad either. As long as you can manage it, perfectly fine. See, like there. A little bit of lift. I actually encourage a little bit of lift from this thing. Shows that the car actually has character, you know? A car without character, I'm sorry, but it is not an car. Cars are... That's what cars are about. They have different characters, they're different identities. As one would say. I would say that they're automotive masterpieces that really have different identities. They're the closest thing to alive robots, well, sentient beings that we're ever gonna get. Well, for the foreseeable future, because we all know that SaintsKnight will be coming. Who knows when, but it will. Anyway, about the 4C, top notch. I love this car, and well, anyway, what about you guys? Do you guys love the 4C? Actually, do you love this car, actually? If you do, or if you don't, leave a comment down below saying like what you think of this 4C GR4. As far as I see it, the only downside about this is that it actually has to compete with like the likes of the Ford Mustang that I have and the Renault Megane. Can it compete with the Megane? Yes. Can it compete with the Mustang? Tough one, but it can on an even playing field. But anyway, what I think we should do is get off this track. Best time 53.0, not too badly ruinly. Not too bad, I would say. The beta, I'm actually... Let's see, let me check the comments. Got a guy who... Actually, let's see, when is the beta over? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I don't think... Actually, I don't think Sony ever announced an end date for the GT Sport beta. If I'm honest, I'm not particularly too sure, actually. I might actually have to double check. What I'm actually doing now is I'm actually going to double check when this beta ends. Beta end. Yep, there is no end date for the GT Sport beta, actually, so there is still a chance for anybody to actually, you know, get a code from Sony, so there is still time. There is still time for anybody to get a code. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hop out of this, actually hop out of 4C and get into the Peugeot VGT, another new car that I just recently got. So I haven't tested this one out yet, so what better place to do it than Dragon Trail Seaside. One of my favorite tracks of the game, actually, because it's a good place to overtake it. Actually, to overtake people there. It's where you can get a lot of actually good racing.
When will GT Spot be out to bay?
So yeah, you can actually make... Actually, it is a good track. You can actually get a lot of good, clean racing, good, clean overtakes as well. So before we start racing, let's have a little look at the stats of this thing. GT Sport. When will GT Sport be out to buy? Pre-orders are you can pre-order the game now, but as for release dates, Sony and Polyphony Digital, they haven't announced a release date as of yet. So when it's going to be out, nobody knows. But nobody really knows when it's going to be out. I'm hoping for a 2017 release date because I've been waiting for this game for too long. And well, if it comes out this year, it'll make my year, actually, along with Star Wars Battlefront 2. So anyway, as of knowing the release date, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait until E3 in order for an actual release date to appear. Besides, this is the Peugeot VGT. The V, actually, it meaning Vision Gran Turismo. Why? Because if you guys are familiar with Gran Turismo 6, if any of you guys played GT6, you would know that Vision cars are cars that Gran Turismo themselves design and make. They either make them as a prototype in the real world, or they just make them like in-game, then do like a prototype design, prototype show off for for like the Geneva Motor Show, stuff like that. So this is my first time actually experiencing a Vision Gran Turismo car, except in a proper like Gran Turismo environment, because Gran Turismo 6 I have played, but I never got a Vision car because they didn't really appeal to me. This was given to me for free, so I figured, why not test it? And well, the only other Vision VGT car I drove was the VW Golf GTI VGT, because that was given to me in Drive Club, so that's where I was able to get it. But that wasn't, I wouldn't say Gran Turismo, I wouldn't say Drive Club would be on the same sort of page as this though. So it's good to actually have a VGT car in the proper home environment, which is Gran Turismo. Besides, this car... Anyway, enough of me dawdling on about this car's history. How is it like to actually, you know, drive? That's the whole point of a driving game, is to actually drive the cars. Yeah, so this car is really good, really great actually. I like this car. It's fast, it's light, it actually looks fantastic. It's a sort of a mix between future and it looks a bit future, but it also looks modern. The only downside about this car, of course, is you can't really do interior view, which is a shame, but not a big loss, because I don't think they would have designed the interior of this thing. Oh, actually, no, wait, they have, because I've seen photos of it, so why don't they just import that over to Gran Turismo? Would it take long? Yes, but still. Let's see. The acceleration on this thing is quite good. Actually, is very impressive. The grip as well in this thing. You can actually, what I'm doing now is I'm flooring it through multiple corners, and this car somehow manages to stay on track. It is impressive. It is impressive that this car can actually handle as good as it does, which is surprising considering everything. And again, with this is also in the same category as some of my other like fast cars I've driven, like the Audi R8, well, the 2016 Audi R8, the BMW M6, like my other my BMW M6s, because I've got two of them, and also the Nissan GTR. And I gotta say, this is probably my favorite out of the classes, because see what it's like with the traction control off, like fully off. See if it can actually grip. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, the traction control is fully off. And let's see how it takes this corner. Braking hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ignore that. A little bit of wheel spin. Okay, you know what? I think in this instance, it might be a little bit beneficial for this car if you actually turn on the traction control. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it back to, I'm gonna turn to 2. Well, the second lowest setting on it. So let's see how it copes there. Yup, this is much like it. This is better. So I recommend, if you have a Peugeot VGT, what I would do is don't turn the traction control off. Well, yes, turn it off, but don't turn it off fully. Turn it to the second lowest setting. Actually, the lowest you can go is like the second lowest setting. That way you can actually get the tail out a little bit, but not too much, so you won't wreck like you would if you had the traction control switched off, which is what I stupidly did. Then again, I span out in first gear, like over accelerating. Maybe it's my abundance. Then again, it's all like, in cars like this, it's all about how one experiences it, how one experiences driving the car. And for me personally, as a track car, this is quite good. It's fast, its brakes are brilliant, its steering is phenomenal. Traction control off may be a bit of a pre-occurrence, but that's not what it's supposed to do. The traction control is supposed to remain on. It's supposed to be a track focused car. The traction control is supposed to complement that, and it does by a lot. This is the best I think this is the best GR4 car that I currently have right now. And the more I'm driving this Peugeot VGT, the more I start to love it and appreciate it for what it is. It's an engine piece of technological magnificence. It's the only Peugeot that I actually really rather enjoy driving, because Peugeots, everyone knows, are bland, they're boring, but this isn't. I can honestly say for the very first time in quite a long while that this is an exciting and fun Peugeot. And God, my only problem is that it's not real. If any executives from Peugeot are watching this, please hire Gran Turismo. Actually, hire the people from Gran Turismo to help you build this car, because I could guarantee you that you would not be disappointed. I will actually honestly think as well that your fans will actually appreciate this a lot more, and you will actually draw in more fans with this if you made this car real. Besides, this is something else. I just love this car. I don't know what it is. It's just I think this, from all the cars I've driven, is the perfect track car, the perfect track, actually racing and track racing experience. And I recommend that if you have Gran Turismo Sport in the future, when the full game comes out, I will definitely be buying this car. If you want a good race car, if you want a good track racer, buy the Peugeot VGT. I guarantee that you will not be disappointed. And actually, I think that is actually quite a good note to end this live stream on. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and if you like this video and want more Gran Turismo, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss any of our new videos. And we will see you guys in the next video. So till then, peace.